The speed is always there. Now, let's get to it. No stress, just relaxation. SHP Finest, what's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. Even John Hogan's is here? Whoa, what's good? Must be my birthday. Now, I have been doing detective work to find out what happened to downtown Jim. Chi-Town legend. Y'all don't know who downtown Jimmy is. It's some Chi-Town stuff. Well, for y'all who are not in the know, we'll probably watch this video later because we did it live. Downtown Jimmy is a all-purpose human being. Down, downtown Jimmy. If you knew downtown Jimmy, he knew a lot of people. He got more stories than anybody on the face of this world. A lot of stories I know is from downtown Jimmy. Now, downtown Jimmy has been like gone for years. Nobody know what happened to downtown Jimmy, but Carcino has figured out what happened to downtown Jimmy. That's what's up. Investigative work. I had to go into the scene. They down in Chinatown, they said downtown Jimmy got in a fight with his girlfriend. He was dating a chick named Miyoshi, and she killed him with some ninja stars. These were all lies. Did not happen. Miyoshi dated me, so I already know that was a lie. Downtown Jimmy, it was a rumor that he got locked up and he was in the county. And then he got a case, went down to the county, then they sent him to, wasn't that Robeson Penitentiary? This is all a lie. Jimmy was not locked up. So, on 76 and Vernon, they said, Jimmy, nah, man, Jimmy, man, what happened was, chick tried to catch him with child support, and Jimmy had dual citizenship, so Jimmy fled the country, and then he got caught by immigration, and then they got him up in the system right now, and he's trying to prove he got dual citizenship. These are all lies. These are all lies. But before we get to where Jimmy is, let me tell you a little bit something about Jimmy. All right. Downtown Jimmy. Jimmy give you some play. Downtown Jimmy is the guy that used to help out artists when they come into town. If they needed weed, if they needed anything, girls or whatever, downtown Jimmy will hook up the radio DJs. The radio DJs, they'll be like, they'll talk to the artist. They'll be, oh, let me call my mans. Your mans was downtown Jimmy. Downtown Jimmy had everything for you. and it was the safe guy and the safe way to go, where you wouldn't have to worry about anything. Now, one time, an artist decided that they were gonna stiff Downtown Jimmy, and because that person decided to do it that way, he didn't. The artist wind up thinking he got over on a fast one because he got some free product. He ended up not getting paid for the show he did. And it was like, this guy Downtown Jimmy said, pay him first. He said, if you want to come get your money, come see him and get your money. Downtown Jimmy got your money, homie. Now, do you remember a situation with Jim Jones in Chicago? And he ran into a little bit of a problem. We'll just say that was in connection with Downtown Jimmy. Now, here's the situation, you guys. That had nothing to do with Jimmy. There's a lot of stuff happening in the shop, bro. That had nothing to do with Jimmy. But I tell you one thing, Ray J better come with that bread. Ray J owed downtown. He owed it Downtown Jimmy some money. Now, when Ray J started doing his reality show and was getting these girls, he was going through another guy in Chicago to get him, and that guy was going through Downtown Jimmy. That's cool and dandy, as long as Jimmy was getting his cut. Now, Ray J was told that he wanted to go ahead and do something else for the Ray J show and all this other stuff, and he wanted some more hoes out there and do this and that. Ray J didn't come with the other half of the money when he was supposed to get that. He was, oh man, see the man, they gonna pay me in half. Like, see, they give me one half on the 15th. Then at the end of the month, I get another half. So I'm gonna have that second payment for you. So I'm gonna just give you this here. Then when that second payment coming, I'm coming with the next one. Ray J tried that slick stuff, and they on the strength of him being a stand up dude, they thought they rolled with it. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Ray J ain't been back since. Now, you needed tickets for a game. You needed to sit courtside for a game that's sold out. Call Downtown Jimmy, but you better have that money ready. He deals in cash. Now, if he takes a card from you and you give him a card number, credit card, and all that stuff, he better know you. Downtown Jimmy ain't going for that. I'll tell you what, a police officer, a sergeant, I ain't gonna say no precincts or nothing, a sergeant, Chicago Police Department, owed Downtown Jimmy some money. And he's like, man, I'm a cop. I ain't paying you. I pay you when I get paid, and I got something extra, then I'll break you off a little something. I'm a cop. I should arrest you. That's black. That's extortion. He's like, no, you borrow money, you pay me. That's how it works. You don't decide when you get your money, you pay me. Do you tell your landlord that? So he tried to put the squeeze on Jimmy. Like, I'll shut down everything. You think I don't know what you're doing? I'll have the police department roll on you. He said, yeah, okay. That same police sergeant, his boss called him to the office and said, I'm finna transfer you. He was like, what you mean? He's like, I got two prostitutes in here talking about you didn't pay for sex, you didn't did this and that. We don't need that here in this precinct. I don't need that kind of attention. They say they got proof and they ready to go to your wife and all kind of stuff. We don't want this kind of headlines. We got enough problem here. We gonna transfer you to another department. Yeah, don't mess with no downtown Jimmy. Jimmy got that boy shipped up out of there. You don't mess with downtown Jimmy. That's right. And look at this guy talking about some had somebody ask for donations yet because he ain't got no money. If people want to super chat donate, that's what they choose to do. They can click the link in the description box and donate, or they can hit me up on the Cash App. Carcino on the Cash App. They know what time it is. Now, downtown Jimmy had one chick. She was gorgeous. Oh, but so damn dumb and stupid. So she's with downtown Jimmy. And she thought, because Jimmy wanted to watch, it was something going on. Jimmy was having a party downtown, probably at Excalibur or something, but he was having a big party. And Jimmy wanted to watch something was going on. He was like, I'm going to be at my party after some game was going on or something real big. So his girl is salty because she cared about this party. It's your party and da 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 da, and I got all those people. He was like, "Why don't you go entertain that? Why don't you go entertain that? I'll be there later." So she's salty. So she gonna wear the dress she was supposed to wear. She ain't wear. She gonna wear some low cut top in the front, have her boobies sticking all out, and got on some heels and pumps, and she going up in there and she grinding all up on this guy on the dance floor at the club. So the dude don't know about no downtown Jimmy. Dude thinking he coming up on somebody. Jimmy go in there, sees the situation, and says, "Oh," he come over there. He's like, "Oh, okay, hold on, no, 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 no. I'm buying them drinks." Jimmy come there, buying them drinks, all that till that run out on them. No, 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 no. Keep drinking, party. So he turned around and she was looking like, oh, he mad. He like, I'll see you when you get home. Next thing you know, everybody like, oh, Jimmy finna kill you. Jimmy ain't gonna do nothing. So she come home, trying to put her key through the door. It won't turn. She was like, ain't this something? He didn't lock me out the house. Jimmy didn't only locked her out the house. He had a guy, a locksmith, come over at like 2 in the morning to do the damn locks. So when the club closed at 3, when she got her butt home or whatever, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, the locks would be done. Not only was that, all her clothes were packed up in a bag and thrown in that backyard. And she was out of there. She's not on anything in the house. Everything is Jimmy's. So the cops is like, well, do you want to pay for her to go to a room? He's like, no, she can have it whoever that guy was that was with her. She's out. Just like that. He was very, very thorough. The man was quick with math. Numbers fast off the dome. So now, in just one day, Jimmy disappeared. just disappeared. I'll never forget it. The Green Bay Packers had just lost to the Seattle Seahawks in a comeback victory. It was a comeback victory by the Seahawks, and they beat Green Bay in a most miracle performances of miracle performances. All of a sudden, they're going to the Super Bowl. Jimmy is ecstatic. He loved the Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom, dog. Legion of Doom. That's it, baby. LOD, Legion of Doom. I'm like, no, it's Legion of Boom. Don't correct Jimmy, by the way. He'll look at you like you stupid. They name after the Road Warriors, man. Legion of Doom. Stupid, man. You stupid. Just let it go. You ain't gonna win. And if you do win, you ain't gonna want to win. So Jimmy, downtown Jimmy, after this night was celebrating, talking about Super Bowl party. All of a sudden, downtown Jimmy was gone. House gone. Everybody like, did you know downtown Jimmy was moving? Like everything going out his house. So naturally, rumors start going around. He in the feds. He finna rat on somebody. Downtown Jimmy, they done caught him with some heroin, and now he finna go down. He got busted with the H, and now he had to cut a deal. I told you that dude be tweaking. That's people using their own imagination to try to make something a reality that's not even true. Not even close. So I thought nothing of it, and we just thought he moved. Next thing you know, the phone is still active, but he ain't answering it. It's going to voicemail. He ain't returning nobody's calls. People asking me about downtown Jimmy. Can they get some tickets to go see Sade for a good price? And he know the hookup guy. And let's go to Jimmy and get the tickets. Where the hell is Jimmy? They go over there, downtown Jimmy missing over there. Where's Jimmy? Gone. Everybody calling me. You know where Jimmy at? Don't know where Jimmy at. And this has been like that since then. How long has that been? 5 years ago? So downtown Jimmy, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do some digging. I'm gonna get into the mud and I'm gonna find downtown Jimmy. Find out what's going on with downtown Jimmy. So I started digging. Who was the closest person to Jimmy? Who was the person that Jimmy knew the most? Who don't talk? Because everybody else talking, they don't really know where Jimmy's at. So I had to start talking to the women. Like, know what happened with Jimmy? And this and that. Like, where he went. So a few months ago, I said, I'm gonna find out what's going on. So this was like back in like November. I wasn't really like halfway even thinking about looking about where's Jimmy. Then I ran into one of the chicks at a party and I was like, oh wow, she know Jimmy. So I just happened to bring up in conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna find Jimmy, see where he at, make sure he all right. She was like, downtown Jimmy? She's like, yeah. She's like, I heard he dead. He's like, yeah, he had a heart attack or something. Somebody told me he died. I said, downtown Jimmy is dead? Oh man, that's messed up. So I'm like, man, all this time I was looking for downtown Jimmy. Man, he was a legend. Everybody at the place did a toast for downtown Jimmy. And I'm like, man, I don't even do shots, but I do one for downtown Jimmy. We're doing shots for downtown Jimmy. Then next thing you know, he's like, well, check with Sylvia. So we was like, all right, well, Sylvia, all right, we'll check with Sylvie. So we checked with Sylvie. We was like, all right, Sylvie, what's going on? What's up with downtown Jimmy? Right? Next thing you know, Sylvie was like, well, I saw him like 2 years ago. I'm like, 2 years ago? You saw him? She was like, yeah, he was at the Atlanta. He was at Atlanta at this fest they had. He was down there. She was like, oh, he lost a lot of weight now. Yeah, he got dreads. He got dreads now in his head. She's like, yeah, he's in Atlanta, I think. He's living there now. He just moved to Atlanta. But yeah, we was kicking and everything. And I was like, this is 2 years ago? So now I'm doing the math. She said he was dead back then when everybody was looking for him. But see, and I'm like, if you talked to Sylvia, you would have known he was in Atlanta. She just saw him 2 years ago. And you told me to talk to Sylvia. Something ain't right here. Now I gotta get involved to find out what the hell happened to Jimmy. So now I started doing some back checking. I said, well, let me find out what fest this is. Find out what's going on and go online. See if I could find out what happened to Jimmy. So I'm like, man, downtown Jimmy. Okay, so I went to the fest thing and saw the people that was there. And I called him and I said, well, wait a minute. These people here would have record if such and such was there and this person was there. So I said, well, let me see what's happening. Jermaine Dupri was at this little Atlanta Fest thing. And I'm like, Jermaine Dupri, people was there. So I go on social media and I said, well, let me go and hit this person up on social media. And I'm like, yo, what's up, such and such? Yeah, what's going on with the event? Yeah, this casino, blah, 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 blah. I know you because I remember you. Do you know about downtown Jimmy? And he said, nah. He's like, I don't even remember who the heck that is. So I said, oh, Jimmy didn't change his name. I don't want to mess Jimmy thing up. So I said, well, let me leave it alone. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm cool. Next thing you know, I get hit back on Twitter about a month later, like, oh, yeah, downtown Jimmy, yeah, he wanted me to tell you what's up. I'm like, downtown Jimmy? He's like, yeah, downtown Jimmy. So next thing you know, he showed me a picture of downtown Jimmy. He said, what's up? And that ain't downtown Jimmy. I said, ain't no damn downtown Jimmy. He's like, man, that's what they call me, man. Showtime Jimmy. I would said downtown Jimmy. You ain't no downtown Jimmy. This is an imposter. That ain't no downtown Jimmy. I'm like, you know downtown Jimmy, dude. So next thing you know, he told me about, he's like, man, is he cool with old girl? And Sylvie. All right, Sylvie, okay. So he was like, oh, wait a minute. I know you talking about. His name ain't Jimmy. I'm like, what? Yeah, he said, that's why you throwing me off. Man, that is Richard. He's like, Richard somebody. Richard Cross or something. He's like, yeah, that's Richard Cross. I'm like, Richard Cross. He's like, man, Richard Cross, man. He work at the trucking company down there where they unload all the equipment for the shows and everything. That's Richard Cross. I went to go look up Richard Cross. That's not downtown Jimmy. So I don't know who the hell this guy's talking. So I talked to Sylvie. I'm like, Sylvie, he said it was somebody named Richard Cross and all that. She's like, no, he worked with Richard Cross. I said, well, let me reach out to Richard Cross. I said, Rich, what's up? You probably don't know me, but I'm looking for downtown Jimmy. He's like, downtown Jimmy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, hold on. Jimmy said he good. I'm like, oh, so he alive? He down there? Because people said he was dead. If anybody asks about downtown Jimmy, yeah, tell him he did. I'm like, what? Jimmy good, man. That's all you need to know. But tell him he did. If anybody asks about Jimmy, tell him he did. So That's all I got. The word I got from them. Then 2 weeks ago, I get an email. The guy who used to buy tickets from downtown Jimmy, who Jimmy used to get them from, the guy who he used to cop them from, who he used to work with, that guy hit me up to ask me did I want to buy some tickets. And I said, nah, man. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this Jimmy? He's like, man, no. He's like, I haven't seen or heard from Jimmy. I heard he was in Atlanta doing some things, and that guy ain't downtown Jimmy. He's like, they kept telling me that's downtown Jimmy. And I was like, yeah, he just disappeared. He's like, man, let me tell you the truth, man. He's like, where you gonna be at on Thursday? I was like, you gonna be in the city? I was like, no, I ain't gonna be in the city. He's like, come talk to me in person. Thursday. Thursday rolled around, no Jimmy. I mean, I ain't talked to him about Jimmy, so I ain't getting nothing out of him. He ain't called, told me nothing where I was supposed to meet him, nothing. I'm like, he don't know no downtown Jimmy. Next thing you know, I get hit up. What was that? Today around, what was it, 4 o'clock? It was sometime after my surgery. I was sitting there, it's like 4 or 5 something o'clock. I got an email straight from downtown Jimmy. The photo come back is downtown Jimmy. The whole nine. And I said, how did he get my email number? I'm like, is this downtown Jimmy talking? Is this his homeboy? And dude was like, I heard you looking for me, man. Do I owe you something? I'm like, nah, you don't owe me, Jimmy. We just wondering where you at. And he's like, oh man, I know you. Man, you my guy. You my guy. He's like, yo, man, anything you need, man, I got you. He's like, right now, I live in a place in Wyoming. I said, well, what happened to you, Jimmy? This email you hit me up from is weird. He's like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I got dual citizenship. They was threatening to take away my citizenship here because they had somebody had me under a whole murder thing and they was using my identification. So I'm already got my operation going on. The feds has been watching me. They getting ready to try to railroad me and throw me in the system. And then they gonna ship me out of the country. I had to go low undercover until they cleared it up with my lawyers and everything. This stuff been going on for years. I'm like, get up out of here. He's like, man, when they was saying I was dead, somebody said I was dead. I'm like, just tell them I'm dead. I'm gone. Anybody ask about me, I'm gone. I'm dead, son. So people were just making up stuff like, yeah, they see me in Atlanta. Man, I ain't even been in Atlanta. He's like, I don't even know who told you that. But whoever told you that, that wasn't me. He's like, there's Jimmy's everywhere. But hey, I've been on the low. He's like, right now, they got everything about finished, but I ain't coming back to Illinois, man. Illinois tripping. And the taxes, dude, you need to come out here and get with Wyoming. Get with some of this real estate. I got all this farmland out here. He's like, I got it cracking out here in Wyoming. I'm like, Kanye West was out there. He's like, I talked to the nigga. So Jimmy was at the Kanye West event when he went to Wyoming. Jimmy was out there, downtown Jimmy. DJ Ferris, all them dudes. That's why they was out there in Wyoming. Downtown Jimmy. Downtown Jimmy said all that, got Kanye. Y'all thought Kanye just pulled that up out his hat? He went down there because Downtown Jimmy said, come on down. I found Downtown Jimmy. And Kanye West knew where he was. Jimmy's still in Wisconsin. I mean, in Wyoming. And everybody from the Shy saw him. Downtown Jimmy. He's now in Wyoming. And Kanye was out there with him. DJ Ferris flew out there, and they wondering why the hell are we out here in the middle of nowhere? Because Downtown Jimmy told you this is where it's at. I mean, that's some internet stuff, man. I mean, I saw the little clip everybody keeps sending me about LeVar Ball and Molly and how she took that question. He's like, shoot, you can shift the conversation any way you want. I mean, look, LeVar Ball ain't thinking about no Molly at all. All right, Molly Quorum, she's thinking somebody trying to flirt with her, so she's ooh, oh, okay, she's making it bigger than what it really is. It was nothing. It was a bunch of nothing. LeVar don't want no damn Molly Quorum. LeVar is happy with his wife, and that's that. He was just saying you can go any which way you want with the question. That's basically what he was saying. Like, come on, go which any direction you want to go. But they gonna spin it and make a good internet story out of it and headline like he was trying to hit Molly and hit up and flirt with Molly, and the liberals will get a hold of it. This is sexist behavior. That's Neanderthal. LeVar can go up there and do. Yeah, that's coming. That's coming, but it's really the world we live in right now. Everybody is so PC and so strung up about things that are absolutely nothing, that has no merit or have no bearing on anything. Like LeVar Ball speaking with Molly Kern. Like, what is that really gonna do for anybody? Nothing. So why even waste energy going back and forth with that? That's just dumb. So I didn't even talk about it today because I felt it was really stupid. When I saw it, I said, well, that's stupid. There's no need to go further into that. No big deal. Just another doggone internet headline that they could take and run with. Well, we'll love to see it. We would love to see it. but we will not see anything other than all we would continuously see is the same played out scenario of LeVar Ball is the misogynistic type of personality, and that's all they wanted to do. Ever since that thing he did with the girl on Colin Cowherd's show, Christine Lay, he's been the misogynistic, barbaric man, trying to put women in a place. Stay in your lane. That's like stay in the kitchen. I'm like, well, if you gonna keep changing the word to what you think it means, then I guess it means stay in the kitchen. Then, if you gonna say that's what it means and make it fit your own argument, then yeah, go ahead. But the man says stay in your lane for a perfectly good reason. But yet she tried to turn it into the victim card and made it a big mess. So now anytime he says anything, a woman come up, whatever, there it is. That's the scenario now. So like I said, you want to click the link in the description box and leave a donation? Like my man B over there, that's wonderful. Cash App is working. I appreciate all the love. You know that? Tank Davidson is in no shape to fight. That's why he's not letting him fight. Why would you let somebody fight who ain't in shape? They got a pot belly, look like he been working at the doggone factory. It is what it is. So at least y'all know what's up with Jimmy. I'm gonna go ahead and roll, and of course I have a Twitter, and you should know the name on the Twitter.